You can't be more susceptible or at risk of addiction. Addiction isn't like heart disease. If you eat loads of foods that increase the rate of heart disease, you're increasing your susceptibility of heart disease. Addiction is not a fucking disease. All it is you choosing to do the same thing over and over again because you want to. Why do you want to? Well, desire is the product of thought. I want to put my hand, look, see that's my hand cream there on the fucking thing. That there is a tub of my hand cream. The reason why I want that a lot of the time is because I've got dry skin on my palm. The reason why you want to PMO all the time is because you see massive value in it. You think this is going to make me happy right now. You're choosing to PMO because you think it makes you happy. But then you're like, oh, well, it doesn't make me happy. Yeah, not in hindsight. The point is that addiction, right? Addiction doesn't exist. It's a concept. Nothing can make you more susceptible to it. The thing that's going to make you unsusceptible to it, where you have a zero chance of addiction, is by realizing that you are fully in control of yourself, you have mental autonomy, and you produce desire for stuff through thought and reason. I reason that I want my fucking hand cream. I reason that I want to be abstinent from PMO. Therefore, if I feel a desire for abstinence, if you see massive value in PMO, you're going to desire that. Instead, if you see massive value in abstinence, you realize there's nothing stopping you. You really realize there's nothing stopping you. That desires are a product of your own mind. Urges don't come out of nowhere, and then you can desire abstinence by moving towards it if you wish, without a sense of sacrifice, because you've come to the conclusion genuinely that the abstinent from PMO life is the best fucking life for you. Really. There's no doubt about it. You look at PMO and you're like, fuck, I don't even care. I don't even care about that. I don't care about seeing the latest porn clip. I just don't care. I'm done. You know? And it's not like, I'm done. Let's go. Let's do this. No. You're moving towards happiness. You're getting happiness, right? You're getting that. You want to quit. There's nothing that can make you more susceptible because the addiction, right, doesn't exist. You're just choosing something out of happiness. You can change that through the power of your mind. And not through the power of your mind like willpower, through changing your perspective about what you want. What you fucking want. Moving towards happiness. Moving away from, and you don't want to be like, you don't want to be forcing yourself with consequences. You don't want that. You don't want to be miserable during your abstinence experiment. When you're experimenting whether abstinence is good for you, don't be stressed. Move towards it. If you think that things make you susceptible to addiction like it's a disease, that's proof that you believe in addiction, and therefore it's going to be hard for you. You get it? You don't need to fucking struggle. You don't need to be worried about things that are going to trigger you. I'm alone here in my room, yeah? This is the prime place to PMO. Yeah, I desire PMO 0%. You could be the same. You could be in the prime place where you have all these triggers and there's nothing that can make you PMO. There's nothing that can make you desire PMO. That's a step back, right? People would be like, oh, you just got to resist the desire. No, you don't have to resist. You produce the fucking desire. You produce it. You don't need to resist anything you produce. Just don't produce it. How do you don't produce it? Don't fucking see massive value in porn. Don't see yourself as addicted and see massive benefit in not using porn. This is why NoFap can fuck you up, because NoFap says that you can be triggered by things. NoFap says to avoid your triggers. NoFap says to surf the urge. Don't block the urge out, man. Just ride the wave and it will be over. Fucking idiots. Fucking morons. I was caught in this stuff, so I can't really call them morons. So I feel bad every time it slips out and I call them morons, because at the end of the day, they're just brainwashed. And you can't blame someone for being brainwashed, really. I was brainwashed for years, so... yeah, I mean, all the ideas I'm getting are from the freedom model. No susceptibility to addiction, because addiction isn't a disease like heart disease. Heart disease is a real disease, so is cancer. If you eat certain foods, if you live a type of lifestyle where you smoke or do whatever, it's going to increase the chances of you getting cancer. Nothing can increase the chances of you getting addiction, because you can't get addiction. It's not a disease. People just make certain choices. People in one neighborhood probably have different shoes than people to another neighborhood. People in a rich neighborhood have different shoes, different style to people in a poor neighborhood. People in a poor neighborhood choose to PMO more or choose to use drugs more. People in a rich neighborhood choose not to do that. Why? Because of the various the conclusions that people have come to in their own mind as they're growing up and as they learn. People come to certain conclusions. Some people believe in addiction. Now you're primed to become a fucking addict. When you don't learn about addiction, you can smoke as much weed as you want, you can drink as much as you want, you can PMO as much as you want, and then one day you could be like, I don't fancy it anymore, I'm just going to reduce my amount. You reduce the amount and you just quit. That's what I did with alcohol. Didn't really fancy it anymore, stopped. When I moved to university, I stopped playing video games because I wanted to socialise more. I just stopped. I didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to move on. I wanted to be happier in the new life. Now, it doesn't mean you need to change your surroundings as well. Look, I'm in this fucking bullshit room, the PMO room, but I don't want to do it because my mind has changed. The environment, you don't need to change your environment. Your mind can just change. Change your mind. Don't view yourself as an addict. Move towards positive vision. And as the days go by on your abstinence experiment, you will feel like, I'm getting better, I'm loving this. And you'll feel amazing knowing that nothing can bring you back. Nothing can bring you back towards PMO. Only you can. And because you are aware of your own autonomy now, you won't. You don't want to. And if you do want to, you want to. Genuinely. But chances are you won't. Chances are if you're watching this video, you want to be done with it. And you probably will abstain. Okay? That's it. Link in the description for the freedom model. Read that shit. It's the best.